Hello and welcome back to another episode with me on Dayana's talk show. As we are in the month of March, and as we all know, month of March is all about women because March 8th is known as International Women's Day. So, because it's a month of women, this month I am super prepared to bring amazing, wonderful women that are out there making a difference regardless of what's happening around them. So, today I am going to be introducing this superwoman that I came to know, and I would love the world to know her as well. And she is none other than Sherin Mohammed Shibin. She is known as a scientist, engineer, artist, public speaker, and also a fashion model. Oh, before anything, she's also a lovely mother to two beautiful girls. So let me welcome Shireen to the screen. Hi, Shireen. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you, Dana?
I'm doing great. It's been, I would say, months and months and months since we've met in person. The last time we met was at a great, what would I say? It was a nice experience that you and I had together at a fashion show. Anyways, before we jump and go into that details, first, Shireen, I know who you are, and I know you're carrying so many titles. And as a woman, and especially as a woman coming from a cultural background, how how are you managing to do what you're doing right now? Like stepping out of your comfort zone and doing all these. How?
Um, I think, honestly speaking, it is tough to step out of your comfort zone, and because many societal expectations are there from a Muslim mom, right? Especially if you're coming from a Muslim background. Uh, so it's not easy to manage, but it is doable, definitely. I wouldn't say there is a balance in anything. It's every single day is different, so I can balance one aspect on one day and then the other aspect on another day. Doing it together is just overwhelming. So that is there. I just try to pursue what I love.
Mhm.
Like I was under the impression that being a mom, being a wife is the ultimate goal of a woman. Once I achieved that, I was like, I'm still incomplete. I'm missing some aspect of my life, right? So then I was like, okay, I started exploring. I was like, what more should I do? I'm content with me being a wife, with me being beautiful. Like, I have two beautiful daughters, but it's like there's something more. So that's how I try to explore, and I'm trying different things. I love to speak and advocate for women's mental health, postpartum depression talks, and especially in empowering mothers to get back to their career, which many women drop off, right, once they become a mom. so,
Absolutely.
so that's where like I'm trying to bring a change at least to one person's life. That would be great, right? So that's why I try to do a lot of things if I can.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's very well said, Shirin. You honestly, truly inspire me in many ways, especially coming from a Muslim background, for you to step out of your comfort zone and to do all these. Especially when you say that you felt incomplete and you wanted to explore. I am sure this happens to every girl, every woman out there in the world. But due to the cultural barrier, due to the way that we are brought up with a mentality of like, once you get married, once you have kids, this is our culture, this is how you should live your life. A lot of women think, okay, that's it, this is our life, and they lock themselves within that circle, and doesn't want to come. I myself know a lot of my friends, they're such beautifully talented, but unfortunately, due to the cultural barrier, they're unable to come. But seeing you, I hope they get inspired, and I hope they find some sort of ways to break that barrier. And Sherin, you tell me this,
Mhm.
it's not easy. I mean, we could tell at people, come out of your comfort zone, come out of your comfort zone. But don't you think that should start from within you?
True, that's true. Like you have to have that hard talks with yourself. You need to know, like, especially when many people are already judging you, right? Your family members have a picture about you, your friends have a picture about you. It's all like those external expectations everyone have about you. But are you that? Are you that person? So you sometimes then have to, it's the long, some nights might be sleepless, you might find it very tough to have that conversation with you because you're going back to like maybe your teenage years or your early 20s, like what were you at that point, right? So you go back to digging into those passions and everything, and especially of course even afterwards, after you become a mom, there will be different goals that's also there. But exploring or asking yourself your whys, how to do it, and how you can accomplish those goals is the toughest part. It's not easy. It's not a piece of cake at all. So if anyone sees anyone doing something, it's not that she's comfortable.
Mhm.
She has gone through those different stages of questioning yourself. Am I good enough for it? So all those things will crop up, and it's at the end, believe in yourself. That's the only way you can get through it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Shireen and I, we have gone through the same struggle, same journey, and it is not easy, as Shireen, as you mentioned, to actually come out and just get things done. First of all, you need to have that confidence, and to build that confidence, you need to practice certain exercises, and you need to make people around you believe in you that yes, you are going to be achieving something by doing this. Whether you achieve or not, life is short and we live once. So rather than satisfying others, rather than worrying about others judging us, I think it is better that we know our purpose, of why we are here, and to follow that journey. Now, I'm sure being a Muslim mom, and a daughter and a wife, it's not easy to, even because I know you're actively involved with in the fashion industry as well, right? And recently I saw a post, and you're not new to media, of course, you've been already um, been on medias, on interviews, I've seen on newspapers, and your language. What's your mother language, mother tongue?
Also, I speak Malayalam. I'm
Ah,
from Kerala.
so
Yeah.
you are from Kerala.
Mhm.
Okay, so India, Kerala, and on top of it, you're a Muslim uh, lady. So it's hard. What did you do to tell the people in your family to agree to do what you're doing?
That's a pretty tough question because I think when I was waiting for permission from others,
Mhm.
things never happened. So, I wanted, like, if I was interested in sports or if I'm interested in modeling or interested in anything that is outside being the nerdy scientist or engineer, it's always like, do you have the capacity? So there's that doubts always there. So it's not easy to convince them in the first place.
Mm.
So what I had to do was just tell them I'm doing it. And that was, and then I didn't wait for anyone to tell me, yeah, go ahead, you have this, you have that. No, at that point, I was already, I had all those tough conversations with myself. I was prepared. And I also was aware that if I go out into the fashion world or the modeling world or speak up for women's mental health, even, People may not like it, and some may like it, but at the end of the day, I can't control people's thoughts. So I have to do what I want to do, and I want to live it without regrets. So that's the only thing that keeps me whole, that holds me up in whenever I go for a speaker, for a talk. Like today at noon, I had a talk with the at the US. It was a virtual talk, and it was amazing that you are able to talk about it, which I wanted to. But to start off at that level, to be open about such issues which society tries to suppress it, it's difficult. So not many are going to support you. So I would say expecting others support might be difficult in the beginning of your journey. As you build your journey, you will get the support. So that's how I was like, it was the other way around. I couldn't just get everyone's permission at that point. Yeah, modeling. I was surprised though, so I kept it hidden. When I was doing the one of the Canada's pageants, I didn't let my husband's side know about the pageant industry and everything. But things went out of hand. I was in the newspapers at that point, and they all came to know, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
That's it. Oh my gosh.
Out, and it was a secret till then because I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to walk the ramp. I just wanted to enjoy with the girls out there.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a girl, and not a mom at that stage. So then so that's when they came to know, and I was surprised by their support because they were like, you achieved it, you reached up to that level, it's such an amazing thing. So when my mother-in-law said that, my brother-in-law was saying that, I was like, oh, okay, that wasn't kind of the expression or the thing I was expecting. But then they were supportive of it. But let's say I asked that, can I participate? Nah. That won't happen.
So whoever is watching this show, I would highly recommend, while you're watching, see what she did. This is a tip that she's giving you. If you are going to sit and ask permission from others, I don't think you will grant that permission. You'll be granted with permission. But if you can step out and do something, achieve and show them, hey, I can do this. Do you trust me? Of course, they're going to support you. But before that, before this news heading towards your in-laws side, your husband's side, what was your husband's uh, decision based on this, his support towards your journey with this?
He is very calm in whatever I do. Okay, he's like, do whatever you want, it's okay. So
Yeah.
when it was like in the pageant, he was very supportive. That was surprising too. Then whenever there was like even the swimwear rounds out there,
Yes.
it was just about being, his condition was it should be modest, which
Oh,
I'm fine with it, because even I'm comfortable in that way. So I just wore what is comfortable at that point, and he's okay, and that's what he wanted.
yeah.
But there's one condition most women that face also is like, do whatever you want, but the family responsibilities should still be the same. You should be still balancing it well, so that shouldn't affect the home front.
Right.
That is there. So it's not easy. He gave me the permission. So many people think, okay, I'm not talking bad about him, but
Yeah.
that gives you the permission, but many don't even have that opportunity. They don't get the permission from their husband. So, in many ways, I had that flexibility, and you have to be smart to use that flexibility and leverage it. And, you will be able to balance the home. But
Right.
many stop at that point when you're said, the home responsibility should be smooth.
Yeah.
Many people doubt themselves. Most of the mothers, they think, can I balance it? If I step out, will I be able to manage it? And then we just back off. We don't even
Yeah.
think of trying. So that's where everyone is stuck. You have it in front of you. You just need to take it. So
Yeah.
don't get scared, and just go ahead and grab that opportunity if you have one.
Great. Very well said. Thank you, Shireen. For those of you who are watching this, you are watching Diana's talk show. And here I am with Sherin Mohammed Shibin, who is such an inspiring woman, telling us so much about her life experience on how she achieved her goals and still achieving her goals through coming out of her comfort zone. So stay tuned. We're going to go for a short break and we'll be back with you.
Hi everyone, my name is Shilpi and with me is Dayana.
Hello there, this is Dayana, and we are here to say a special thank you to you for joining us on March 10th.
Celebrating International Women's Day.
We will have amazing speakers who will be joining us at the event, and they are
Aisha Sardar Kasif,
Rosetta Khadi,
Mrs. C. Prema, and Heidi Petrie.
Oh wait, we also have a special guest. Do you know who that is? You will have to join our event on March the 10th. We will also have an appreciation and a celebration at the end of the event. Am I right, Shilpi?
It's going to be fun, it's going to be amazing because we have amazing speakers.
Celebration and appreciation at the end of the event. So we are hoping to see you all at the end of the event in order to celebrate International Women's Day.
Don't forget to check your email and also mark your calendar.
So please check your email to know how to join this event via Zoom link. All instructions have been emailed out to everyone. So please check your emails and see you all at the event on March 10th.
Let's celebrate womanhood, let's have fun. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Welcome back to Dayana's talk show. So we have been talking to Sherin Mohammed Shibin. She's such an inspiring lady who is giving us so much of her life story so that we can listen to her story and get inspired in somewhat way and do what we can do in our life as well. So welcome back, Sherin. Thank you so much for being so open and telling us everything. But first, tell me a little bit about you were in India and you're not here in Canada for too long. How long have you been? You're here in Canada.
Okay. So I was in Saudi Arabia before. So I was born and brought up in Saudi.
Okay.
I did my engineering degree, bachelor's and master's in India,
Okay.
in Tamil Nadu. And then from there, I went back to Saudi again for working over there. And then I was there for like 6 or 7 years. And then from there, we moved to Canada in 2018. So it's been like 4 years now.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the reason I asked you, and you surprised me with your answer when you said you were in Saudi Arabia. That's even way more cultural place, and I truly cannot understand. No, I see the little one trying to well, others, what we can do. But when you say Saudi Arabia, that is very cultural country, and you've been there. And then you went back to India, then you came to Canada, and you're here for 4 years. Being here 4 years and then participating in a pageant, especially coming from a very cultural background, that is really, really surprising. So tell me, that's okay, the kids.
That's what it's like. They're all over the place.
That's all right. What I wanted to know is, so now whoever is watching this, you see how it's not easy being a mother. She's getting interviewed and kids are behind her. And then now it's almost dinner time. We have to prepare a dinner. And then, she's a full-time employee. You're working as well at the lab, right? You're a scientist. It's not easy. So now we're talking about fashion. The reason we're talking about fashion is because you and we were in the same pageant and we experienced the same situation there. So how did you get to know about pageant, and what made you to start this pageantry here in Canada right away?
So when I came here in Canada, like I started off with my PhD in neurosciences first, and then there was slight issues again, which mothers face in
Yeah.
terms of that. So it's like mothers face barriers when they're going back to school. They're not the same as a regular graduate student, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when they have like parental responsibilities and stuff, the opportunities you get while you are studying is also less, or you're considered incompetent, because you're a mom,
Yes.
those kind of things that come up. So anyways, there were so many issues, and I just wanted to I was just exploring what else could I do apart from the studying all the time and doing experiments. I wanted something fun.
And did we have fun? Yes.
Eventually we met, right? So
Oh,
let's
yes.
do that.
Yes, yes. How was it for you to adjust to that situation? Like, because it's new, you're new in the country, you don't know much people. Having support is very important in this.
Mhm.
That confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like maybe the fact that I was already in Saudi, like I'm already away from my country from a long time. So I kind of already know how to navigate through because I'm away from my family and friends already. So I know how to create whatever support network I need. So I know at workplace I have few friends there in Saudi, then I have few close friends, and that's it. And I know that's the way life is going to be. But still coming here, I'm not saying it wasn't a struggle. It was definitely a struggle for at least 1.5 years. But we kind of knew what to expect. Like we were prepared. It's going to be hard. It's a new country, especially we didn't have any family or friends here. No one. We knew no one. We didn't have any friends from our college days or school. So it was difficult to get through that. But we were already comfortable settling down. So I didn't shy away from any opportunities, and it's a land of opportunities actually. You don't need to go, sometimes they just come to you.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. We're blessed actually in Canada. Canada is full of opportunities, and it also gives the freedom of exploring these new things that we come across as an opportunity. And probably that's how it landed for you, the fashion as well. And luckily, I was there too, so we were able to connect. But my purpose to be in that fashion journey was different from yours. What was your purpose? What was your goal in order to be part of that fashion journey?
That's a very good question, actually. So I think my passion is mostly in terms of, as I mentioned before, like it's women's mental health, postpartum depression, how like I personally faced as a mother being in the the science field and engineering field as a woman itself is tough.
Mhm.
And then when you are a mother, it makes it even more tougher, right? So it's not easy. So I wanted to talk more about it. And this pageant, which we're talking about, was also mainly on volunteering works too. So I love that aspect of it. So, when I got the title, the local title, I was like, okay, I can use it to, contact people and say, hey, I'm this Mrs. Pageant, this title, so I'm ready to give a talk. So
Yes.
can I do a talk? Can I do a talk for you guys, or can I do a Zoom meeting or
Mhm.
talk with women? So it created many opportunities like that. So I was seeking those kind. I wanted to reach out to more women and mothers to help them out navigate when they're out there figuring out their career.
Mhm.
So that was I wanted to extend my reach there. I tried Instagram. I have my own page, Brown PhD Mom Journal, but I couldn't reach many people. It was still limited. So I was hungry for more. Like I want to reach more people. So then I just started pursuing this, and I was like, okay, this is a good way to be a bit famous, but you can still do your work. So yeah,
Absolutely.
it was.
Absolutely. And you did receive that, because of course you did receive the publicity, and I think you and we were at the People's Choice Award. We were the top two that
Yes.
was there out of all, and we were the only South Asian, actually, us, and we had one more, and just three of us, right? We were
Yeah.
the only South Asians there among the other cultural women from different countries, and it was such an experience. But at the same time, when it comes to pageant and system, they have their own way of proceeding, processing their system and working, so which will not suit everyone. But it is the confidence and the courage for you to come and walk in that stage along with the other women with five different outfits. That really takes a lot of courage, and I'm super proud of you, of me and the other lady, the girl as well, who participated.
Mhm.
So that's great, but you did not stop right there. You seem to be like you're into something, another pageant now. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so actually after the pageant, I was like, this is it. I'm not gonna go anymore. I'm gonna take a break. I need to, reassess my goals again. But then
Yeah.
I was like, I saw this. So there is, it's called Mrs. India Worldwide, and I was
Uh-huh.
like looking where. So I had an experience, of course, with the diverse community here when we went with the pageant here, and I wanted to feel a stronger connection with just our people, so the Indian people itself. So I was like, okay, why not a Mrs. India pageant and
Yeah.
see? So what happens in the regular Mrs. India pageant is like you have to be there, you have to be a resident, you have to have certain conditions. But this pageant particularly didn't have that. It's
Mhm.
worldwide, so you
Okay.
represent each country, and then So I'm from Canada, there are others from Germany, Oman, and everything. So that's how. So they contacted me and they were like, "Are you interested?" And I was like, "Okay, I'm interested." And they gave me quickly the audition dates, and I was like, "I can't. It's just 3 days."
But you didn't go.
Yeah, and I think I had a head injury in December, and I was barely holding up my head straight. I had just 3 days. They were like, I had 3 rounds. I have to do the virtual ramp walk, and
Yeah.
I have a talent round, and then I have an introduction round. So I have
Mhm.
to do, and they gave me just 3 days to prep, and I was sitting and thinking, should I not, should I not? And then I was like, okay, I can't. I'm dizzy all the time because of the injury. And I was like,
Mhm.
there's no way I can get into this. And I was like, whatever. So the audition, the introduction, and the talent round, I painted for the talent round.
Mhm.
So, and I didn't have any hopes. I was like, I mean, the way I was walking was also like as if I had no balance, like I couldn't walk in a proper way. And
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna get it, so might as well, just for the sake of it, not to feel any regrets that I did not send anything. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
fine, whatever. So then I sent them the virtual videos of all of these rounds. And then 2 days I didn't get any response. And I was like, okay, fine, I just didn't get through it.
Yeah.
So then they send an email saying that I've been selected, and the total number of applicants were like around 20,000. And I'm like,
Wow.
yeah, 20,000. And I was like so surprised that they chose me. And I was like, are you sure everything was right on that video?
This shows very clearly that how you, like, if you didn't take that opportunity and if you didn't act right away, you wouldn't have known that you would be one of the to be selected out of 20,000 applications, right? So this is a great example, and this is a great inspiration for others to know that when an opportunity knocks, just say yes and then learn to do that and get it done. I am super happy that I have interview and I'm having this little great chat with you, especially during this month of International Women's Day, because we do need to hear stories from women like you. Because it is such an inspiring way, like listening to people like you is very inspiring. And thank you so much for sharing all this information. For those of you watching this is Dayana's talk show, and stay tuned. I will be introducing more like Sherin this month, so stay connected and stay tuned on VG TV. You will be looking forward to see more and more like Sherin coming up soon in the next episode. Sherin, few words.
I just wanted to thank first you, Dayana, for having me on this talk show. It was nice talking to you after a long time. I just wanted to tell to all the women and mothers out there, you all are strong. You all have the capacity. You just have to tap into that potential. Don't be scared in exploring. Don't wait for someone's validation or anything. Go ahead, do it fearlessly. It's going to take some time and efforts, but it will be all worth it, and you will be so happy with no regrets at all. Being a wife and mother itself, I know everyone is at that stage, but you have to be what you were before you became a mother. So go ahead and explore that yourself confidently and inspire other women, and let others follow you also. Lead the path.
Yay, very well said. Thank you so much, Sherry. And for those mothers and women who are watching this show, if you are in a situation where you need support and help to come out of your comfort zone, please feel free to connect with us. We will have our information below in the description. So connect with us. We have all kinds of resources that we can connect you with to come out of your comfort zone, even though if you don't have any support at home, but you are craving to achieve this, connect with us and we'll be helping you. So thank you so much for watching this show. Until I meet you all on my next episode, this is your Dayana. Thank you for watching. Dream big, achieve big.